This is me with Japan's most dangerous gang, the Yakuza.
Have you ever killed someone?
Of course.
And for the next 50 hours, I've been given exclusive access behind the scenes into their murky, criminal underworld.
So this is how he had to cut his finger. Oh God.
To understand the way they operate their businesses and their unique way of lifestyle.
Oh, there's a fight over there.
They will be revealing some never told before stories. And the timer starts right now.
So I'm on my way right now to go ahead and meet a high-ranking former Yakuza boss, a man who spent 11 years of his life for all the crimes that he committed. But before doing that, I'm going to Sanja Matsuri. It's a yearly event that gets held and it's known for its Japanese traditions. But actually, just beneath the surface, there's a huge connection to the dark world of Japan, the Yakuza.
It's getting busy now, huh? Getting very busy. So this festival is actually 700 years old, and it's used to commemorate the three founders of the Senjoji temple just over here. And Sanjo Matsuri literally translates to the festival of the three shrines, which you can see just over here.
Not even 5 minutes into arriving to the festival, started to go down, and a huge fight broke out between two rival groups. And as tensions rose, a massive police presence turned out to de-escalate the situation, and it meant that the festival can finally be restarted.
It looks like police have arrived, so everything's been squashed. So if you thought the Yakuza was finished in Japan, think again.
Despite the increased police scrutiny, I walked around nervously. I learned that for decades the Yakuza have been involved in carrying the festival's portable shrines. And even though they are outlawed in Japan, their presence remains a significant, albeit a contentious, aspect of this festival.
But imagine being in something as busy as this in London. I would have got chefed up by now.
As I walked around, I also learned that this festival draws out many types of people. There were real Yakuza gangsters here, former ones, as well as a whole load of fake ones too, and it was impossible to tell them apart. And so, I was keen to head out of this festival to meet a former Yakuza boss. But first, I bumped into this funny old man.
My smartphone.
Your smartphone? Can I see? Can I see? Whoa! Hello?
10 years ago.
Your girlfriend. What's calling?
Yes. Hello, I love you.
Just as I started to calm down, I received a text message from the former Yakuza boss. He said he wanted to meet me. He promised me to do an interview where he will reveal all the dark secrets of the Yakuza. Anxiously, I agreed, and I started to make my way over to meet him.
So he just sent me his location, and by the looks of it, he is about 30 minutes away from here. I was going to get a taxi, but I'm just going to go ahead and walk it. Something which you will realize here in Tokyo is how friggin' expensive everything is. A couple of days ago, I literally got a 20-minute Uber ride from the airport to my hotel, and it costed me $75. 20 minutes for $75. That is friggin' crazy, man. Not even the Yakuza will rob you that badly. So yeah, as you figured out, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk it. I'm gonna go ahead and use Google Maps. And luckily, I got an unlimited data plan with Olafly. What is this? It looks like some sort of shrine to go ahead and get some blessings. Trust me, meeting the Yakuza, I'm gonna need all the blessings that I can get away with. All right, let's cross. So one of the other cool things about Olafly as well, it is a digital SIM card. That way, you don't need to arrive to the airport, buy an expensive data plan that you will end up getting ripped off for. This one, you can literally buy it at home, and that way, by the time you arrive to your destination, all your unlimited data package is already set up. Ah, there's a family mart up here. Let's quickly go ahead and grab a drink. It is hot. Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu. Olafly also offers coverage in over 190 destinations. So, whether like me you are going to a festival or you want to risk your life to go ahead and meet the Yakuza, all you need to do is scan a QR code and you will literally be online in minutes. So it looks like I'm about 6-minute walk away from meeting my man. And trust me, bruv, my heart is pounding. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's crack this drink open. Nice. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description to Olafly, where you can get yourself an exclusive discount. So if you're traveling anytime soon, it's 100% go ahead and check them out. But I think that is it. Let's go ahead and meet Hashimoto.
At this point, there was no going back. It was time to meet the former Yakuza boss. Wish me luck.
I see a black Mercedes, so I'm guessing that is a former Yakuza. Shit, I'm kind of nervous, but... Hashimoto.
よろしくお願いします。本日はです。通訳の吉川です。よろしくお願いします。じゃあとりあえず秋葉原案内しますね。We're gonna show around 秋葉原。
あり、ようこそ。私がこの
I am the boss of Akihabara. This is the city that I've built.
Right away, I was keen to get stuck into some important questions, as I was concerned for both of our safety.
The first question I need to ask you is, we are at Akihabara and you are a former Yakuza member. So is it not too hot to be outside on the block like this for you right now? What are the businesses going to say, or what are the people, or what are the police going to say if they see you here?
I don't give a shit.
問題ない。
No problem?
元ヤクザだろうが。
As a former Yakuza, there is no problem for me walking around Akihabara. Even the police are done
警察すら
for.
も私にはノータッチだし。私も本当に死ぬような思い。
I've had experiences where I really thought I was going to die.
かぶせられて。
I've been put in a burlap sack and thrown into a car, then dumped in the mountains 2 or 3 times. But isn't it hard to kill a person that easily? But if I decide to kill, I will definitely kill without
人間
hesitation.
だから。
With that harrowing story out of the way, I was keen to learn more about the types of businesses that the Yakuza were involved in.
どこの神社に行って。
When speaking about the Yakuza businesses, there are mainly 2 types. Ones that set up stalls and sell food, and the other type is the gambling. For those types of businesses, it is all about frightening and intimidating people and making them cry, then scaring them with threats to take a cut of their profits from their businesses, claiming it's for protection. It is not just about siphoning off money, but outright taking it away.
怖がらせて。
As we walked around, it dawned on me how dangerous it could be to talk about the Yakuza in public. And so, I really had to ask this question.
Are you not scared of dying?
死ぬっていうことは怖くないですか？
I'm absolutely not afraid of dying.
No, I'm not.
God. Wow, that's an answer and a half right here, man.
死ぬの
死ぬのは怖いですか。
Are you scared of dying?
I used to be. Honestly, now I think I'll welcome it. I think there is peace with accepting death, I think.
昔はありましたけど、今となってはまあ受け入れるっていう余裕も出てきたかとは思ってま
Don't kill me.
す。ただ殺さないでください。
今生きているってい
Hey,
うことが。
don't worry about it. We are living in a simulation anyway.
真実、トゥルースだと知らない人間ももちろんいる。
Even if I don't know someone, I always remain humble and modest.
慎んで
I'm always smiling,
いつも
always with a one-day smile.
いつも笑顔でいるから。
But do not mistake me. If I don't really like something, I just give it a very hard look with my old eyes, and that's most definitely the end of it.
On the face of it, you look like a nice, calm person. But yeah, I don't think anyone would want to cross you, especially over here.
確かに今までお話ししている限りだとすごく優しくてナイスな方とお見受けするんですけれども、かといってトラブルを起こしたくないなって思いましたということです。
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Of course.
When I tell you this guy knows everyone, he literally knows everyone. He's been in and out of these businesses, saying hello to literally every single person. Yeah, definitely a useful person to know.
As Hashimoto walked around and talked to people, I learned that he was keen to leave his dark criminal past behind him. In fact, he recently became a politician to campaign against the Yakuzas and also to improve the lives of the people who grew up in a similar situation as he did. Something which he wanted to tell me about later. He also promised me to reveal some never told before stories about his criminal past, like why he cut his finger off and if he ever witnessed someone getting killed. But in order for him to trust me with such secrets, I was told I had to prove myself in the boxing ring.
Here we go. There's my man right here. With the head back. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, bruv, I would not want to be at the receiving end of those punches. They're a lot more powerful than I thought they would be. And if you're wondering why he's so good at boxing, it's because he used to be a champion all the way back in his high school days.
He's gonna rest now.
The bag is more tired than him.
サンドバッグの方がもっと疲れちゃってます。
To me, boxing is a metaphor for life. Whether it's work or private life, and especially in business, having a good antenna is crucial. With the crazy lifestyle that I live, I have to manage my sense of distance. It's very important. If the distance is too short, business won't feel comfortable. And of course, if it's too far in private life, you won't be able to reach it. I have gone through every possible experience in my life. I have cleansed myself in the process, meticulously washing away all the things that I no longer need or that do not serve me any purpose. You look very powerful and impressive, but above all, what you must truly value is precision and timing. Precision beats power, and timing beats speed. This applies to everything in life.
After Hashimoto warmed up, it was now my turn.
No.
You can keep your feet down because you're heavy. You're not as light as me, so you don't have to put a step on.
Okay.
Good job.
Personal and private life and business often don't go as planned.
思い通りにいかないんです。
Sometimes unexpectedly and unpredictably. That's why boxing is definitely fun. And business is indeed the same.
だからボクシングの練習をして
Life is the same
今
too.
後の人生
That's what I think. So practice boxing and you will live the rest of your life as a champion.
生きていきます。
Honestly, it was such a surreal experience to be coached by a former Yakuza boss. And luckily for me, he did not decide to lace up his boxing gloves and beat the shit out of me.
Good job.
ありがとうございました。
It's a very good teacher.
At this point, I finally managed to earn Hashimoto's trust, and I was now approved to ask him questions about his dark past in the Yakuza.
We just finished boxing and we are on our way to our bar. But before doing that, Hashimoto wanted to show me his Yakuza or former Yakuza tattoo.
見せますか
Oh God. Oh, it's the whole back. Wow, it's the whole big dragon.
There are beautifully and gracefully scattered flowers around the dragon. Those lovely and vibrant flower walls are called chrysanthemums. The elegant and delicate chrysanthemums represents the month my mother was born. I got the dragon tattoo because I did not get to spend much time with my mother. After all, I think it is in fact subconscious.
The strongest dragon color is black, which is called kokuryu, which exactly means black dragon.
Right.
その黒竜の中
Among
で
these
も
black dragons, the most powerful one is said to have 5 fingers. This strongest dragon is feared by all, and its presence alone can cause other creatures to tremble in fear. I told my Chinese friends that I included a dragon with 5 fingers. They were a bit surprised and asked why. Even in China, dragons normally have 3 fingers, but it seems that those who know are aware that dragons with 5 fingers hold power. However, having too much power is not always good. They say that becoming too strong can lead to an early death. So even if there is a desire for strength, they apparently reduce the number of fingers to 4 to avoid having too much power. Since that's what I was told, I wanted to make my dragon have 4 fingers.
私は指が4本しかなくなっちゃったんですよ。
So that's why I have 4 fingers.
It's funny, man. I give him that.
With the introductory questions out of the way, we then headed to a bar to do a sit-down interview. Hashimoto promised me to answer anything that I will ask him, and believe me, I had some very tough questions in store for him. But first, he wanted to show me his greatest trick.
I'll show you the one and only magic in this world that no one else can imitate. I am the Japanese Houdini.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This.
Okay, I'll pick a card. Pick this one.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Oh, God. So what was the card for?
カードは何の意味があったんですか？
カードはエンターテインメント。
Very good.
Performance.
With the ice truly broken, I reluctantly delved into my first question.
Can you tell me how you initially got started with the Yakuza and what made you join in the first place?
It is a sad story, and one full of regret. Ever since I was a child, I was always told that our family was indeed a Yakuza family, so I definitely and certainly didn't want to become a Yakuza, since I really despised them. I always had a strong desire to possess the strength and power needed to take down the notorious Yakuza all by myself. This ambition drove me to become a boxing champion in my younger years. However, because of this, I ended up engaging in numerous fights and confrontations with various Yakuza members. On top of that, I started a delinquent gang and clashed with the Yakuza, since it was clear to me that you can't win without a strong team. Unfortunately for me, though, my father was a Yakuza and I was raised only by my mother. And as a result, I eventually became what I despised the most in this world, a Yakuza.
How many times have you been arrested?
I was arrested exactly 20 times for fighting. As an adult, I was caught 4 times for fighting, once for violating the firearms and swords control law, and twice for extortion, totaling 11 years behind bars.
Nervously, I now wanted to ask him about the question that has been on my mind since we first met.
Have you ever whipped someone?
If I were to talk about the craziest and most dangerous thing in my Yakuza life, it would be this one thing. The bosses of the rival organizations who were always plotting and scheming. I have spoken many times about my dark past. I have never told this to anyone before, so be careful with this information. I took down multiple people, not just one.
This is the first time I talk about this, even though this is the 5th documentary from the foreign country. But this is my first time talk about me ordering to kill other groups' bosses. It's not single, it's multiple.
Multiple. Multiple as in 2?
Multiple people.
Multiple as in 2 or 3 plus.
それはもしカウントしてもいいのであれば2人でしょうか3人でしょうか
More than 2.
もしそれより以上と言ったらいいでしょうか
ここは
It's multiple.
という
I only answer as multiple people. I'm not gonna say the exact number.
一人ではない。
But it's not one person.
If I look nervous, it's because I am.
もしナーバスに見えるんだとしたらガチでナーバスだからです。
Wow, okay.
At this point, I was very scared, but I really needed to ask my next question.
Have you ever witnessed someone getting killed or stabbed or get really hurt in front of you?
Of course.
もちろん。
もう
In my nearly 20 long years of being a Yakuza, that's all there was, really.
And did you ever feel bad for those people? Or was you just dead inside and you didn't feel any remorse?
I had no sympathy whatsoever. It is kill or be killed.
There's no sympathy at all.
If you don't take the initiative, you'll end up being the one who gets hurt.
そうだけど
And if you thought that story was crazy, listen to this one.
Can you tell me the story behind your finger and why did you cut it?
その入れ墨の話
There is deep meanings and traditions when it comes to cutting fingers. So listen to me carefully, my dear Ali. When you disobey your boss, you cut your thumb.
逆らった時は親指。
When you steal something important from someone, you lose your index finger.
で、
When something happens to a woman, you lose your middle finger.
そして
And when my younger brother failed with drugs,
何か些細なことで
I took the responsibility for his actions and offered my little finger.
大切なことはジャンル
The
が
most important thing is that the genre fits the category.
よその組織と
When taking responsibility by cutting off a finger, you have to take the entire nail with it.
いければいいっていうことが
This is indeed something that many people, even in the Japanese Yakuza, don't actually understand.
And now Hashimoto is actually going to explain how we ended up cutting his finger.
レッグ、足、ナイフ、指、で、
Oh God.
事務所の組の
During the office's gang beach outing, I, who unfortunately didn't have a finger, was reluctantly made to go into the sea.
海に入れちゃうと
Despite my hesitation and fear, I had no option.
手を
So I raised my hand and rotated to keep swimming.
スイムしてた。
But I couldn't use this hand to swim.
スイムしたらこっちの手泳げないから
So I tried to swim. I was just going around in circles.
The very next day, I cut my finger off.
バスケットもそうバスケットボール
It's the same with basketball. I tried to shoot the ball, but couldn't since I didn't have a finger.
指がないからボールが
So I tried multiple times until I unfortunately lost it under the bridge.
指がないから
Such a shame. I really liked that basketball.
違う前の
When my younger brother made a mistake, I had to cut my finger for a second
指
time.
をか
I tried to bite it off, but it hurt so much that before I could, a senior at the Yakuza office, who was very concerned and worried, kept repeatedly telling me to stop,
って言って
and my finger ended up dangling painfully and awkwardly.
で病院
So I went to the hospital and got it stitched up,
私はもう
but I was already prepared to take responsibility for anything
何で
for
も
my
責任を
brother.
取るつもりだったから
Why did you want to chew it rather than just cut it?
なんで切らずに噛み切ってしまおうと思ったんでしょうか。
ナイフがなかったから
There was no knife.
Right, out of all the problems, you have no knife. God, come on. I've never heard of this before. I've always heard of people, someone else cutting it for them, or like as a punishment, or maybe they cut it. But I've never heard of anyone chewing it before.
スペシャリスト
I can see the color's different as well. Does he tan it differently as well? So it looks
今
more
お見
obvious.
受けした感じだとなんとなく色合いも違うように見えるんですけど、それ
You
も
color them?
なんか意味があるというか。
お酒飲む時期
It depends on the time, since in the summer you get a bit darker,
色が夏
and in the winter you get a bit paler.
冬
It
は
also depends if you drink alcohol, since alcohol turns you
白
pink.
目
Alright, okay. This is thick.
夏は何ですか
Oh, this is
Which
the
one?
thi-
Which one do you think is the summer one?
This is the darkest, but it's the thickest. This is winter.
Yep.
OK
Winter?
Uh-huh.
Okay. My finger's on the line here, so I don't- Okay. This is the thinnest. Maybe this is summer?
これは夏ですか？
Yes
Yes?
Oh,
Yes.
you got it right.
Yes. And this is spring, autumn? Or it
Yep,
doesn't
spring
matter?
and autumn.
Wow. That's incredible. They look very real.
But it all season
Also, you've got a great sense of humor about it, man. That's terrifying. So it's nearly midnight right now, and the other bar basically started to close. So we're gonna go ahead and go to another one somewhere just up the street. If you think these guys go home and sleep early, think again.
We moved on to the next location as I was keen to learn more about Hashimoto. He told me a lot about his criminal past, but I really wanted to find out more about his life after leaving the Yakuza and why he decided to become a politician as a reformed man.
Hello.
Politics has pristine worlds, dark worlds, and underground shadowy worlds. It's precisely those of us with a dark lifestyle who should get into politics. Take a look at the newspapers, for example. They are a part of the mass media, but they only show and endorse the elite people. I never used to read a single word, but now I religiously read them daily to ensure I know what is going on in Japan and think of ways I can improve things. For us common people, we can't underestimate the power of education. If I say I might write a book in the future, my juniors would be like, what does it mean that he's writing a book? That guy reads newspapers now? Could he even read? But I had to set an example for my peers to show them that we need to educate ourselves. Whether you're a Yakuza gang member or a politician, it's the same as long as humans are alive. The one thing we have is romance. Just like with love. If you're going to regret not doing it, it's better to do it rather than regret it later.
At this point, I was keen to ask the question that is on everyone's mind, including you watching at home.
I think a lot of people will be asking something along the lines of, well, they used to be criminals. How can I trust them to in this sort of position?
どうやったらあなたたちのことを信じることができるんですかなんていう意見だったり質問を投げかけられることってないんですか
There are a couple of things. For one, I have nothing to hide. People already know all the skeletons in my closet. People often have reservations and concerns about my past. Like you, they also wonder, how can we believe you now? However, I reassure them with my actions, I am a changed person. To put it bluntly, in Japan, politicians and the Yakuza were a different side of the same coin. Thanks to that, dark industries have always existed, but now politicians are only looking out for their own future security, leaving the Yakuza and the common people behind. As a former Yakuza, with a different perspective, I refuse to lose to politicians.
As we all know, politicians overpromise and underdeliver, so I had to ask this next question.
Let's say he becomes a politician tomorrow. What are the main changes that he's bringing?
I will listen to the voices of all the citizens of Japan.
To listen to everybody in Japan. Literally everybody.
Not just as a performance.
Not performance. From bottom of their heart.
I know it is not easy to listen to the voices of 120 million people, but if you're a politician, you have to hear everyone.
There are so many people in Japan, like 1,002,000 people in Japan living here, but it's not hard to listen to them. But most of them are in the middle class. So I know how they feel. How can the elite, rich, smart politicians can hear what they want to say? I'm the one who can hear what they want to say.
Somehow, I've managed to keep living, while all my comrades, both seniors and juniors, have died. But in the end, I bear the responsibility for surviving. Still, I know that karma will catch up to me, and I'll be killed. Knowing that, I'm living in the present, ready for whatever comes.
Honestly, I felt conflicted. Here I am sitting in front of a former Yakuza boss who wants to become a politician, but I really started to like him and respect him for not shying away from any of the tough questions that I've asked him. I mean, he told me some of the craziest stories that I've ever heard in my life, and at this point, it was clear that my nervousness was starting to show.
Hey Ali, is everything okay?
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
I know I told you some scary stories.
Because I was telling you some scary story. You might be real nervous.
I'm not gonna lie, at one point I thought we were sitting too close. I thought I should go back by 1 meter.
ちょっと近くに座りすぎてるんじゃないかと思ったくらいですよ。マジでビビりました。
Yes, some of the stories were scary.
そんな全然疲れなくていいから。
Hey, don't worry about it. Oh.
アーリー大丈夫？
Oh. Oh. Oh man.
You okay?
Tell me some more scary stories, please.
もっと怖い話聞かせてください。
Bring them up.
こうやって仲間
It's rare to have a special and cherished moment like this, where we can gather just with our friends. So I'm really grateful that you came here. We were meant to meet each other, and I truly cherish this
出会
moment.
って出会ったんだよ俺らはアリが
What I truly admire about you, Ali, is that you said, I wanted to meet this person, and then went out of your way to come to Japan, spending your own money to be here. I think that's absolutely admirable, you know that?
でも俺は
I have no ulterior motives, and I don't want money.
楽しい酒を
I just want to enjoy a good drink, delicious food, and have a good time with great friends and family.
一緒にやろうじゃないかってだからこれから
So from now on, we're family.
ファミリーなんだよね
Having heard those kind words from Hashimoto, I extended him an invitation to come and visit me in the UK. Unfortunately, though, this was his response.
でも俺がイギ
I
リ
have
ス
one slight problem. I actually can't visit you in the United Kingdom because of my criminal history with the
イギ
Yakuza.
リスまだ行けないアメリカの
I can't go to any places where the United States has diplomatic relations.
What's it said?
When you come to Japan next time,
Yeah.
from Hokkaido to Okinawa, it doesn't matter anywhere you want. If you need anything, I can help you. I will do anything for you. But there's one slight problem.
これが日本で
This is because I am the true essence of a former Yakuza.
姿だって言ってるじゃん
When I try to go to United States, United Kingdom, I won't be able to go there because of the regulations of Yakuza
Yeah.
and the criminal law. I am not be allowed to be there. So since I'm not be able to go there, I'm just still gonna welcome you anyways. But not being able to go there means I'm the real deal Yakuza right here. Motherfucker!
Yeah, it's definitely the real deal, man. I'll give him that.
Because I'm family. Leave it to me. I'll take care of
If
everything.
you wanted to kill somebody, I'm gonna.
X. If I want him to X someone, I'll message him on X, huh?
ちょっとふざけてしまいました。ちょっと消してほしいやつがいるんだったら俺に言うみたいに言っちゃう。すいません。
それダメそれダメでしょそれ
今のは
それ Noそれライ
That is like that. Bad translation, huh?
すいませんでした。
それダメでしょ
That's not okay. We'll take you away in Roppongi for that.
消してぐらいのところで止まってます。
僕たち嘘はつかない
We don't lie.
No, I mean likewise as well. I mean, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I found you online. I was really inspired by your story, and I thought I wanted to come and meet you. Coming here, obviously, I was a little bit apprehensive. I was a little bit nervous, understandably. But I'm glad I came here. It was interesting to know your full life story, your whole childhood, how you grew up in the Yakuza, and now how you're just trying to make a complete life reversal and trying to make better things for you, for your friends, and for the people around you. So yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and I think a lot of people will find your story very inspiring as well. So yeah, I can only say thank you.
Having formed mutual respect for each other, I really wanted to get to know Hashimoto more as a person, not as a politician, and certainly not as a former Yakuza. So we headed to a karaoke bar as he promised a big surprise in store for me.
We're gonna go ahead and find one of the popular songs here in karaoke. We're gonna go ahead and sing it. Let's see. All Backstreet Boys, huh? This is his song? Your song?
Yes
Okay. I was not expecting this in 2024.
For obvious copyright reasons, I can't play the full song, but Hashimoto was actually really good. I mean, just take a listen to this.
Bro, I thought this guy doesn't speak any English. He's singing fluently, what the hell?
And then he went full X game mode and hit this amazing note.
Bro, what the fuck is life right now? I'm here with a former Yakuza boss singing to Westlife. Life is crazy, bro. Say yes. I want it that way, 'cause I want it that way.
We continued to party for another 3 hours, singing some of our favorite songs. And then we got another couple of girls to join us.
It looks like we got company. Hello.
My friend.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Oh, Masi,久しぶり. Long time no see, bro. 久しぶり. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
And with that, our new singing group has finally been formed. Blackpink and BTS, eat your heart out.
Babe, can you light me up?
Okay.
I think it's time for a final song. What song would you like?
あり。じゃあ、Whole New World.
A Whole New World. Disney.
Okay?
Aladdin.
Very good.
Say no more. We got it. We'll do it. A Whole New World. Wow, I haven't heard the song in years.
To save your ears from my terrible singing, I will only play a couple of parts. It sounded a bit like this.
Tell me, princess, now when did we last?
And this.
A whole new world.
And oh god, a bit like this.
Where to go? Or say we only dreaming.
As we continued to sing terribly, I began to reminisce over the events of the last 50 hours. I came here to meet a former Yakuza boss, not expecting much from it, yet I really grew to like Mr. Hashimoto. I mean, 50 hours ago, I didn't even know this person, yet he welcomed me into his country with open arms and shared some of his craziest stories in the most intimate detail. And yes, as a reformed man and as a politician, he has some skeletons in his closet. But then again, I challenge you to show me another person that doesn't. Personally speaking, I can only judge a man by his actions and by the character that is in front of me and not his dark past, which he himself regrets. And with that, I wanted to leave you with these words. It is our future choices that define us far more than our past.
For you and for me.
And if you like this video, trust me, you're gonna love this one. Go ahead and check it out.